Rooster Up, good morning. It is November 26th. I just had a little something I wanted to jump on here and crow about this morning. While I was in the store a while ago, getting a little breakfast, coffee and soda. Wife was getting her coffee and shit, and I was over getting her food. This meathead was making noise about some little Mexican kids. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them, and 3 or 4 adults around a coffee machine. I seen them when I walked by. I didn't pay no attention because I don't drink coffee. Anyways, this bald-headed meathead, that's all I can call him, a friggin' meathead, because that's what he is. Why don't y'all go back where you come from? Wife jumped up. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Oh, he said they ought to go back to where they came from. I said, well, they're probably from here. I said, just because you got a brown face doesn't mean you're not from this country.
And I'm making this video for a reason. Where'd you come from?
And I said to him, I said, do I have a brown face? And he just kind of like looked at me like, no. I said, I'm not from here either. Do you want me to go back where I came from? And he just kind of grumbled and stomped off. And I thought, yeah, go ahead, asshole.
Just because somebody looks a certain way doesn't mean that they are what you think they are.
Yeah, and all them kids that were standing around, they were all speaking perfect English. The only one that was speaking Spanish was their mom and their dad.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a pain in the ass because they were everywhere in the way, and you know, it is a fuel stop. Truckers need to get in and out. I understand that, but you don't have to be a friggin' meathead. Yeah,
and the way he said it was right there in front of them all. So I asked the kids, I said, hey kids, if you've got what you need, can you step to the side so the drivers can get in and get their coffee and all that? Because they got to go. They all stepped out of the way. But he's over there, they need to get back where they came from. They probably come from right down the street, dodo.
Yeah.
I hate people like that.
So the moral of the story, and yes, I am 100% Republican. I voted almost a completely red ticket. And I say almost because there was some issues on there that I didn't agree with. I do not agree with anybody 100%, never will, never have. But there's just things that I don't agree with. The Republicans try to shove down people's throats. They need to get it out there. Get off their high horses and think about things. You know, if Republicans would stop swinging so far to the right, we could run this country for the next 50 years easily. But, you know, saying, go back to where you came from. That's the stupidest statement ever made because Tracy is as white can get. Looking at her, you'd think she's just a woman from across the street. That's it. Listening to her talk, you say, well, she's just a damn old redneck girl from the South. No, she's not.
No.
She's from Scotland.
I'm European. I'm not even American.
Yeah, she's from Scotland. Here on a green card, we're working on getting her citizenship. That way she'll be a citizen of the United States. But the fact of the matter is, don't never judge somebody just because of the color of their skin or the way they look. Because you really don't know. You really, really don't know where they come from, what they do for a living, or anything else.
You don't know their story.
Because I've met American citizens had the darkest of dark skins. They wasn't black, but they were dark. Multi-millionaires. And they were American. And I didn't judge them. I talked to them, you know, had a great conversation with them, and moved on about my business. So, you know, judging somebody by the color of their skin makes you just the biggest asshole on earth. Absolutely the biggest asshole on earth. And, you know, it just still have mentally ill people walking among us with that thought process. Get over yourself, all right? I agree. The borders need to be closed. We need to have immigration done the right way. The illegals that's here causing trouble, we need to get them out of here. But that was just a family trying to get them some coffee and something to eat.
Yeah, the kids were getting a hot dog.
Yeah, the kids were getting them something to eat. The parents were getting something to eat. They were spending good old American dollars in a good old American market. That's all it was to it. That's what commerce is all about. It's spending dollars and making dollars. So, you know, if you can't handle the American commerce, you might want to rethink living in America, because you work, you earn, you spend. That's what it's all about. Now, what they did for a living, I had no idea. I didn't have a conversation with them, didn't talk to them, don't care. All I know is they had money, they were spending money, they wasn't stealing. They didn't look like they had guns on them, and didn't look like they were selling drugs out there on the corner. So, you know, they're just people trying to get on with their life like everybody else. So, to all the Latino folks, I know y'all don't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's not your day, but happy Thanksgiving. But Christmas is coming up. Happy Noel. There you go.
I know some Latinos that do celebrate Thanksgiving because they were born and raised in this country.
Oh, there you go. Okay, see, I was proven.
Two of them live in Texas.
I was proven wrong right there. So, you know, you can always be wrong. Just correct yourself and move the fuck on. That's all I'm saying.
Or don't say anything at all.
Right. Don't say it. Or, you know, the biggest thing the dude had to do is, you know, walk up there. Excuse me, I need to get to the coffee machine. You know, They would have got out of the way because Tracy did. What'd you say?
I said, kids, if you've got what you need, could you please step to the side so the drivers can get in and get the coffee, because they've got to get going.
And what they do?
And the kids stepped right out of the way.
They stepped right out of the way. It was just that easy. So some big old bald-headed dude, if he had stepped up there and said, excuse me, I need to get to the coffee machine, they would have moved. He could have got to his coffee machine. He could have drank his nasty shit. No problems whatsoever. But with Tracy turning around saying, so I need to go back where I come from? He kept his mouth shut, didn't say a word. When she told me that, I just found it funny as hell. So luckily I was over getting us something to eat in the fast food joint, because I probably would have said something to him, and I probably would not be in this truck right now. More than likely I'd be in the back of a cop car, because I'd have busted his head, because I think that shit's stupid, and it's just absolutely stupid. Well, that's my rant for today. I hope all of y'all that celebrate Thanksgiving have a happy Thanksgiving. If you don't, have a happy Thursday. We're going on a motorcycle run this weekend. We're going to leave Friday morning, Milton, Florida at 9 o'clock. We meet at Cisco's little restaurant. We're going to have breakfast there. We'll be there by 8 o'clock. And we're going to leave about 9 o'clock. We ride to the USS Alabama, because I've been by 1,000 times or more. I've never had the opportunity to stop and actually walk around and look at the ships and view the history that's behind the park.
Plus, there's the USS Drum Submarine.
I've never been on a submarine, so that's going to be something.
Well, this one you're going to have to duck because it's a small one.
From what I understand, I think it's a diesel class submarine. It's not a nuclear class submarine.
Oh no, because this is way back.
Yeah, it's way old. So.
Plus, they have a museum right there, and the whole park is full of planes and choppers and guns and stuff.
I'm just fascinated to no end with airplanes. I love airplanes. I love flying. I'm just infatuated, however you say it. Infatuated with airplanes. I mean, if I'd have been smarter, that's probably what I'd be doing, is flying planes for a living. But I did not have the mental capacity to study and get good grades. And so I'm just a dumb old truck driver.
Well, your dad was in the Air Force.
Yeah, Dad was in the Air Force. He loved planes as well. But I do something that most people can't do, because get a shot on top of this right here. Alright, that's an 18 speed. You split each of these gears when you want to shift. Most of you people probably wouldn't even know how to start a son of a bitch up. No, especially how to shift it. So I just shifted a gear and you didn't even.
Yeah, no, I didn't know you were going to do it. Otherwise, I'd have tilted down.
But yeah, 18 speed. Generally, I've got a 48-foot trailer on me. Generally, I got about 47,000 pounds of cargo on the trailer rolling down the road. So, you know, the common man cannot do what we do out here. And if you think you can, I'll make this bet with you. I'll trade jobs with you for a day and paychecks with you for a week. But here's the thing. You've got to do my job, pick up a load, deliver a load, and make money without crashing or killing anybody in the course of that day. And I will do your job for a day. Same thing. I can't kill nobody and I can't crash your business. So that's a challenge to anybody that really wants to accept it. Now here's the kicker. You cannot be a CDL holder to accept that challenge, or had a CDL in the past. I'm talking to an average man that just looks at these trucks and thinks that we're in his friggin' way. That's what this challenge is for. So, but anyways, happy Thanksgiving, happy Noel, Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time.
Notification just came across the screen. Your Twix Card is being mailed to the address that you put on your form.
Oh, nice. My Twix Card's coming in. So that means I get to go get my CCP. I get my concealed carry permit. Because a Twix is Transportation Worker Identification Card. That gets me on and off ports in secure locations.
You zip right through the airport. It's right security.
I can walk right through the airport, you know, screw them long lines. I don't have to wait in line no more. So that's what that means. It's a federal background check where they do a deep dive on your background. And that way you can get in secure places. Now, here's the funny thing. It's a federal background check. They really check your background and everything. But when you go to a military base, it has no bearing. They could care less about a Twix card.
Yeah, to them, it's just a piece of paper. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's just like your driver's license. They don't care. Because they're going to run their own background check when you get to the gate of that base. I've done it over and over and over again. I've delivered to bases all over the country. So, which is funny because you think, military, well, that's U.S. government. Twix card, well, that's federal, that's U.S. government. Doesn't mean a thing. Oh, come on, dude, really?
The guy in your blind spot?
No, this asshole ahead of me.
Oh.
I know that truck will run faster than that. So, alright, anyways, like I said, Rooster Up. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. Yes, I say all that. Welcome to Alabama. We just crossed the state line.
Again.
And we will be back with y'all probably Friday. We'll shoot some video from the USS Alabama and amongst our little ride. Let's see how many people is going to get together and go for our ride. It's a non-MC ride. I'm not with the MC. Don't want to be with the MC, so everybody's welcome. Like I said, we'll be at Cisco.
Going for a ride.
We'll be at Cisco's at 8 o'clock, eat breakfast. We're going to leave Cisco's about 9 o'clock. We're going to give her something about an hour to eat.
But if you don't live in Milton, we can meet in Pensacola because we got to go through Pensacola to get to the ship anyway.
Right.
So we can set up a meeting somewhere there for people who don't live in Milton.
And then the ride back, we're going to hit Perdido because we found a little place in Perdido we want to stop at. And then we're just going to hit places here, there, and yonder on the way back to Pensacola, Milton until we get back to town. So, all right, Rooster Up. Y'all have a good day. Catch you next time.
Have a safe trip, Christina. Peace.